There are so many books and books and books and books full of all sorts of different people's experience, and you will not find homeless people's experience among them. So we just thought, right, well, we'll take all those books and we will put these people's stories in them instead. But we won't do it, they will do it.
They tell us that they're ignored, that they are literally photoshopped out of society. We've all got a story to tell. And the people we're working with have often led remarkable lives, and they've got something to teach us all.
Well, I've been coming here since I've been homeless, just about 2 weeks before Christmas. I got asked to do a class which is creative writing, which I didn't have any idea what it was. It's been one of the most interesting things I've ever done. It was my favourite 2 hours of the week. I just come here and it just goes like that, and you get sort of lost.
Today we're doing a session where we had done some interviews with older people in the north of Manchester who remember back to the 20s and 30s and remember things like the workhouse and actually can speak about those places. And those interviews are very powerful to me and to Lois, because we saw those people fill up with emotion as they described those experiences. And in fact, this morning I felt kind of weird about passing those pieces of paper on to the group, and then I thought, well, who better to pass that stuff on to than this group of people? And then they cut those stories up and they put them into Oliver Twist, A Child's History of England, all of these books that are, you know, authoritative.
First started to come to the Boot Centre around about just on 12 months ago. At the time I was living rough, homeless on the streets, and suffered with severe panic attacks and depression. Through the writing and the poetry and some of the other artwork, I've managed to combine different aspects of it together to make me statue here. But I feel like 100% better now that I've got temporary digs at the moment. I'm off the streets, and it's basically put me back on the ladder to come back into life.
First time I came working with homeless people, I was nervous. I was nervous because the society at large portrays homeless people, people with addiction, in a very one-dimensional way. And what we get to see with projects like this, which I feel very privileged to see, is human beings, and everyone with a different story.
When I come in, I've panicked. I panic and that, and sort of have a stressful bit. And then when I get into it, I calm down again. I can get a lot of inspiration as well. When we did it Tuesday afternoon, I was so enthralled with it. I didn't want to put my pen down.
In general, I think I'm a tramp, and people take that as bad. It's called The Tramp on the Tram by Riff Raff. I woke on my brother's couch, refreshed and ready to travel. An hour's walk or jump the tram, I decided to save my energy. Earphones on and blank everybody. 2 hours later, I speak to Google. My trip through life is long and weary. Get good boots before you start your journey.
So some people just drop into one session and they just have a really enjoyable morning. They explore some new issues, they do a bit of writing, they're enabled to be creative, and that's a distraction from their everyday life on the streets. Other people have been coming every week, and they've really developed during the period of the project, and those people through the project really feel that they have a voice, and they've been able to tell a bit of their own stories and learn about other people's stories. And for people who are so excluded in society and who are so often ignored, you just can't quantify how important that is for people to feel that they're being listened and that their opinions and their experience are valued.
Being on the street, being homeless, every single hour is different. And every single day has a different perception on the previous one. Some day you could be very happy, with what you're doing or achieving, and other days you could be very sad. And that's where this place comes in, the Booth Centre, because it uplifts that person if they're feeling sad, or they're feeling happy, to share it with the other people.